Hello, this is Sage the Balloon Sage, and today I've got an incredibly unique balloon bracelet to share with you, featuring the classic arcade video game character called Pac-Man. All the visuals from the beloved game are represented in this compact balloon design, including the insatiable yellow dot-gobbling sentient sphere himself, the 4 antagonistic ghosts with their classic in-game color palettes, and a new style of bracelet base that I created to represent the black and blue maze that Pac-Man traverses, while he's gobbling up those white dots. As this is a deluxe balloon model, you're going to need some rather specific supplies, most notably an oil-based white Sharpie paint pen, as well as a thick black Sharpie marker. Now you can get both of these at almost any crafts or office supply store. As for the balloons, you will need a yellow round, I prefer an 11-inch round, 5 260s, orange, red, pink, and blue for the ghosts, and black for the base, as well as a blue 160 for the maze border. Here we have a black 260 inflated a little over halfway, and the first part of the base is actually 4 pedal twists, 2 of one size and 2 of another. So we'll start off with a little bit larger pedal twist, about like that, and just tie it through. No, not required. We'll match it up on the other side. Make sure it's a little too big, so push out some of the air. Perfect. Now we make the 2 smaller ones, so about that size, and match up on the other side, just like that. Good. So tie it through the center, and through to pop off. Next, inflate that blue 160, and we're going to tie it directly into the center. And work with it from there. And we'll be wrapping it around the shorter of the pedals. So a nice loop, nice border like the outside of the maze in the game. Spin it through, and do the same thing on the other side. Wrap around, like that. Not too tight, not too loose either. Tie it through, we'll break off this extra. And then just adjust your base. Adding Pac-Man is a breeze, as he's just an 11-inch round that you inflate by mouth. About this size. Whatever looks good on the bracelet. Simply tie him off. And pull the nozzle through the middle of your bracelet base. Like this. I'm going to spread the petals to the side, and make sure he's very flush against the top. Bringing the nozzle all the way to the bottom, and once he's adjusted, it'll look just like this. As far as drawing his face on with a thick black Sharpie marker, your best bet is to make little points on the side where the corners of the mouth are going to be, and also where you're going to draw the eyes. So it should look approximately like this. From there, I draw an elongated football type shape for the mouth, and this is how it looks when it's all filled in. Once you've drawn on and filled in these circular eyes, making sure to leave a little triangular yellow slit up at the top corner, we're ready to grab our 4 colored 260s and twist us up some ghosts. There are several aesthetic variations, but their forms are all the same. As we grab our 4 260s, bend them in half, and snip. We're going to be tossing the nozzles to the side and working with the tails. I'll start off with this pink one here. And just attach it to your pump. You're going to be inflating it all the way, but we're only going to be using the very tip of this balloon. So there it is. Inflate. Toss this. And here's the trick. I grab it right about here and let go. Okay, make sure there's just about 5 fingers of inflated balloon to work with. And you're going to knot it with just a little bit of slack left so you can push down and make those pinch twists. This is a little bit convoluted, but it really works. And of course you're going to leave this extra strap so you can tie it into the design. Push back on the inflated end towards the knot and make a small bubble about that size and another small bubble that matches up about that size. Take the middle bubble and you're going to pinch twist it nice and flat, pulling back so you don't pop it. And then do the same with the bubble attached to the tail. Pull it around, just like that, and there's a simple ghost. Now, truth be told, I was having a heck of a time doing the eyes when they were round, but now that I look at the game more closely, you will see that in the 80s version, they did have pixelated square eyes, and I highly recommend doing this instead. There's just one final step before attaching the ghosts, and that's drawing on the white dot. So you take your trusty paint pen, and I like to do a stripe going directly down the front, like this. Just keep going, nice round dots, all the way down. Next, a row going across the top, right here, and across the bottom, right here, to give the illusion of different lanes. Here we go, almost done, as we do the bottom row. We're at the final step, attaching the ghosts, and I like to put them around the sides and the back so that you can see all the characters on the entire bracelet. So let's grab the red one over here, and you take the long nozzle on it, or tail I should say. Pull it down kind of tight against there so that it will hold its position, and just kind of hide it in the back and tie it into the center. So we take that, carefully tying it right through the center, pulling apart the petals so that we don't accidentally pop anything. Just like that. Perfect. Next we take, why don't we take the blue ghost, and we'll put him on the other side. So again, you just push the uninflated portion through, pull it through the other side down here, and then hide it in the back and tie it through the center. You'll do the same thing with the other two ghosts, just directly in the back. It's really simple to turn this into a bracelet. You just take a 360, again, through the center, carefully, grab the other, make a loop like this and grab the other side, tie it in with a little bit extra, and there it is. Thank you so much for joining me on this deluxe balloon tutorial. It's so complicated I almost didn't even do the video on it because of how hard it was to teach, but I think it was ultimately worth it because I love this design and I hope you do too. So please like this video, please subscribe to Balloon Sage, and I'll see you with some faster and easier stuff on the next tutorial.